Stokes Automotive Dorchester County Showdown preview show as we have a chance to talk with the head coach and athletic director for Fort Dorchester High School Patriot football. We say hello and welcome back to Coach Steve LaPrad. And Coach LaPrad, I'm going to start right out with the last time I saw you, which was one of the harshest defeats in Fort Dorchester history. It was a tough defeat because that was as good a team as you had ever had here at Fort Dorchester. How long does it take for you to recover from a loss like that? Because that was a tough one.
Still have. Nah, you never recover from losses, but you know, it's a good group, played hard, and kids did what you asked them to do that night, so just deal with it. You know, they had more points. I thought, you know, I mean, even the coach after the game said the best team didn't win, but the one that had the most points did. So that's what counts, and you know, we got to move on to bigger and better things.
Well, that was then. This is now, as you look towards the 2022 season, before we get to the showdown, scheduling has become a little bit of an issue with Fort Dorchester. You guys are going to Atlanta, got a team from Florida coming up here. Just talk about how the challenges of Fort Dorchester scheduling the season.
Well, you know, I spoke with the coaches last night at the meeting, and you know, you got to remember how things were. You know, I told them 10, 12 years ago, you know, we were happy to win 6, 8, 9 ball games. You know, then about 2013, 2014, the tide turned for us, and you know, then it was all about making the state finals or winning the state championship, and you know, winning any less than 10, 11, 12 ball games here is unacceptable. So, you know, and so now we're getting ready to make the next step, and you know, we're kind of a national level schedule. You know, we got 2 teams, both of them in top 50 in the country. One's coming here, one we're traveling to, and it's, you know, we're playing Gaffney, who was a 4A or 5A state champs last year, and we're opening up with Buford, who was in the 4A state finals last year. So then you got the tough region around here. So we've got a just killer schedule, you know, but that's kind of what we want here at Fort Dorchester, and we're just trying to get better and better every year. And you know, we're young this year. I think we got 6 guys back, 6 starters back, and a schedule like that. So you know, you don't get to rebuild at Fort Dorchester. You got to reload somehow. So we're trying to find some bullets to put in that gun right now.
Well, the evolution of the program has been astounding over the last 10 to 15 years. And as you mentioned, the expectations are region, lower state, play for the state. But it always starts with the Dorchester County Showdown. And you've got that on Friday, August the 19th at McKissick Field. And when you go into the showdown, I mean, it's the first time the players have a chance to hit somebody else after a rough summer of practice that you put them through. So just what are your expectations from the showdown?
I mean, the showdown's it's a good thing because, you know, Dorchester County, I've always thought, is one of the best athletic and this total extracurricular programs in the state of South Carolina. And it's a big thing. It's our first chance to play ball. You know, we've got Ashley Ridge, Somerville, and Woodland, which are all Dorchester County opponents involved in it, as we got the bands involved in it, the cheerleaders, the fans. So it's a great thing because it's our county. You know, all the money stays in our county. You know, funds are raised for different organizations, and it's all within our county. So it's a great thing for the kids. You know, back in the day it was Sertoma, you know, and now that's kind of went away. So now it's the Dorchester County Showdown. So it's an exciting time for us. You get to put on your game uniforms, even though you're 0-0 whether you do great or do horrible, it's still the same thing. But it's getting out there on the field, getting under the lights, and playing high school football. So it's a great event for our county and the area, and you know, it's great for all the students and kids.
Good time for the players to get out there in front of a crowd and under the lights. And as we look towards the season and the team, there's a lot of anticipation and excitement for the 2022 version of the Patriots. So let's talk about first on the offensive side of the ball. You got Zoltan Osborne coming back, and just give us a little preview of what to expect on that side.
Well, you know, we only got 4 guys back that started every ball game. You know, we got Tyreek D started offensive line for us, and of course you got Zoltan, which, you know, that's he's the guy. He touches it every play. We've moved Tyreek from guard to center because both of those guys are going to touch the ball every single play. So we put our 2 studs right behind each other. Yeah, Desmond Mathis played tight end for us last year. Obviously, he's back. And the only receiver we have back is Trey Ryan. So, you know, we don't have a lot of people back. We had, you know, Preston Murphy played a little bit on the offensive line for us last year, and then we had the Pereza and Anthony and a couple other receivers played quite a bit, and we have Zion Reynolds played some running back for us, but you know, we got a couple couple guys have moved in. It's really going to help us. Obviously, Davion Brown's moved in at running back. He's probably been the premier running back in the Low Country for about the last 2 or 3 years. He's a junior, so he's gonna add a lot, to our offense, a lot of bang. Michael Smalls did start for us last year, and I think he rushed for 1,500 yards. But I guess I'm kind of telling on myself a little bit. But we were so strong at running back, and to not have Michael on the field every play was probably not a good coaching decision. So we bumped him to defense. Most people are like, holy cow, you got a 1,500-yard rusher that can't even play offense. Well, it's really not that. We think Zion, and we got Tremel Davis, and of course Davion Brown are going to be able to handle the running game for us. So we moved Michael over to outside linebacker, and he's doing very, very well. He's just a football player.
Well, the feeder system into Fort Dorchester football has just been fantastic for the last several years. And you talk about moving him over to the defensive side of the ball. The defense has been pretty stalwart the last few years for the Patriots. Give us a preview on that side of the ball this year.
Well, we just graduated so many people. All 4 of our front defensive linemen signed full scholarships last year. But we've got Bryce Carpenter back at safety. We've got Aaron Lawrence back at linebacker, and really those 2 are really the only so-called starters we have returning on defense. But we play a lot of people. We really do. Jordan Evans played a lot,
and you played physical too.
We've just got so many guys that Nick McGill played a bunch at corner. Chris Brambam is a transferred in there for us. He's going to play a lot in the secondary for us on defense. So we feel really good about our kids. We got kids that are ready to play. Like I said, our JV did well last year, and our B team was very, very strong last year. So we're going to be young. We really are. We're going to be young, and we had a coaches meeting, like I said, last night, and we're going to have to do a good job coaching. The kids have been working hard in the summer, and we're pretty strong, probably bigger, probably scary thought, bigger than we've ever been.
Wow. And it feels like it's not rebuilding, it's reloading. And that's what the Showdown's all about, is to get that thing underway and to get those players out on the field and stuff and come out of it injury-free. That's been a common theme for all of the coaches. But let me have you put your athletic director hat on for a second, because with the Dorchester County Showdown, you've also got the Battle of the Bands and the Spirit competition as well with the cheerleaders. So tell us about that, because that's another way to raise money for the schools.
Well, it really raises money for those programs, which are, I've always said cheerleading is the heartbeat of the school. I've always said a good cheerleader, that's what they do. So, that's a good thing. It's a way our cheerleaders get to raise a little money, and of course they bring spirit to any game. And I tell our band director all the time, a football game's not a football game if the band's not a football game. It drives me crazy when I go to a football game. Oh, the band can't play tonight. What do you mean the band's not going to play? So we got the bands involved in this showdown. We have all 4 schools. They all have large bands. They all have successful band programs. So we're excited. We gave them a way to make a little bit of money for the band and to be there. Like I said, it's not a Friday night event for me if the band and the cheerleaders are involved. So, it is about football, but it isn't all just about football. I think a lot of people go to football games for the social atmosphere, and that doesn't occur without cheerleaders and the band. Right. So it's all good stuff, and that's what makes the showdown, I think, a little bit more special than the rest of them.
Yeah, and that's what makes Friday Night Lights one of those things that we live for, and it's coming back on Friday, August the 19th at McKissick Field with the Stokes Automotive Dorchester County Showdown. Coach LaPrad, have a great summer of practice. We'll see you at the Showdown and for the upcoming season.
All right, we'll be there.
We appreciate Coach LaPrad joining us right here as the preview continues.
Hey, Patriot fans! Get your raffle tickets today for the 2022 Battle of the Band fundraiser. Support your band and purchase a $10 raffle ticket by simply clicking on the link below. Every $10 raffle purchase is an entry into the drawing. The money raised goes back to the band, and you could be this year's big winner of the raffle. The Battle of the Band winner and the raffle drawing winner will be announced at halftime at the Dorchester County Showdown on Friday, August 19th. Support your band and get your raffle ticket today.
We'll see you at the showdown.
I don't care, it's a